I also mentioned that Minister McGrath spoke about Budget 2021 in the context of the pandemic and Brexit. Since 2015, a year before the British referendum, I have spoken in this House and numerous committees of this House about the disastrous impacts that Brexit would have on our country. I have had the privilege of representing since 1992 two border counties, Cavan and Monaghan, an area that stretches practically from the west coast, from Blacklion and Cavan near Bundoran on the Atlantic to Inniskeen near Dundalk on the east coast. And we have a huge land border with Northern Ireland. And I have to say, when that Brexit referendum result came about, it knocked the stuffing out of communities along the border. I have had the privilege of representing those communities in the bad days, prior to the peace process, prior to the signing of the Good Friday Agreement, and I have seen the huge improvements brought about as a result of the Good Friday Agreement. We have to ensure that there can be no diminution in the workings of the potential of the Good Friday Agreement, and it's so disheartening to see the nonsense once again in British politics, led by Mr Johnston and his Tory party. But it's heartening to see the lack of Hilary Benn MP and some other MPs who understand Ireland and who, along with Deputy Sherlock and myself, we would have met at different committees over the past few years. And I want to pay tribute to those particular people who have championed the Irish interest and who understand the difficulties that will face our country if there's a no-deal Brexit as well. So we sincerely hope that Britain will step back from the brink, because I understand very well. I represent communities where we are very interdependent with our neighbours north of the border. Thankfully, since 1998, businesses that had not a base in Northern Ireland and were only sited south of the border, now they have bases and businesses both sides of the border. Our economy has become so interdependent. So it's extremely important that there's no interruption to the way we go about our business model today. And I would say to An Taoiseach, to the Taoiseach and to the Minister for Foreign Affairs that they must ensure that that message is hammered home to the British day in, day out. And I welcome again the commitments of senior political figures in the United States as well, in regard to what attitude they'll take to a possible trade deal with Britain if there's damage done to the Good Friday Agreement. We have to ensure that that message is given to the British every hour of the day, because it's not acceptable.